Hi, I'm Armen Mardirousi with R3ES. I've been helping people buy and sell homes in Sunland-Tujunga and the foothills for years, and I want to walk you through exactly how to buy a home in this area, start to finish. Not a generic guide, the version that's specific to here. Step 1. Get clear on what you actually want. Before you look at a single listing, sit down and write out your real criteria, not a wish list, the non-negotiables. How many bedrooms? What part of town? What's your maximum monthly payment? Do you want the yard? Do you want a view? Do you need an ADU? Sunland-Tujunga has a lot of variety. Flat lots near Foothill, hillside properties off the Tuna Canyon, equestrian zoning in Shadow Hills, historic stone homes in Stonehurst. Knowing what you want narrows the search and saves you weeks. Step 2, get pre-approved. Not pre-qualified, pre-approved. These are different things. Pre-qualification is a conversation. Pre-approval is a lender pulling your credit, reviewing your income and assets, and issuing a letter saying they will lend you a specific amount. In a market like this, no seller takes you seriously without a pre-approval letter. I work with several local lenders and mortgage brokers I trust. I'm happy to make introductions. While you're at it, understand what your monthly payment will actually look like. Principal, interest, property tax, insurance. And in Sunland-Tujunga, that insurance number can be higher than what you'd expect because of fire risk. Build that into your budget before you fall in love with the house. Step 3. Hire an agent who knows the area. This is where I have to make a case for myself, but I'll say it plainly. Sunland-Tujunga is not a market you want to navigate with an agent who works mostly somewhere else. There are zoning quirks, hillside building considerations, well and septic situations on some properties, equestrian overlays, and historic preservation rules in places like Stonehurst. There are streets that flood, streets that don't. There are neighborhoods where buyers should walk away from a deal and neighborhoods where you should fight for the house. A local agent saves you money and headache. R3ES is based right here on Foothill Boulevard. This is our home. We do this every day. Step 4, start touring. Once you're pre-approved and have an agent, the search begins. We'll set up a custom search that filters for your criteria and sends you new listings as they hit. Plan to look at homes in person because photos lie. We'll go together, walk the property, look at the foundation, the roof, the windows, the neighbors, and the street. I'll point out what's a real issue and what's cosmetic. Don't tour 50 homes. Tour 10 good ones. The right property will become obvious. Step 5, make an offer. When you find the one, we sit down and put together an offer. Price is part of it, but so are terms. How much earnest money? What contingencies? Inspection, appraisal, loan, the closing date, personal property included, repairs requested. Every line is negotiable and every line matters. In the current market in Sunland-Tujunga, buyers have a little more leverage than they did a year or two ago. We're not in a bidding war environment. What this means, we can write strong, well-protected offers without giving up everything to win the deal. Step 6, negotiate. The seller will accept, reject, or counter. Most of the time, it's a counter. We'll go back and forth on price and terms until we have a signed agreement or we walk. Negotiation is where having a calm, experienced agent on your side genuinely changes the outcome. Step 7, open escrow and start due diligence. Once the contract is signed, escrow opens. You deposit your earnest money. The clock starts on your contingency periods. Now we inspect everything. General home inspection, always. In Sunland-Tujunga, I usually recommend additional specialized inspections depending on the property. Sewer line camera inspection, especially on older homes. Roof inspection if it looks aged. Foundation inspection on hillside lots. Termite report. Pool inspection if applicable. If the property has a well or septic system, and some properties of the canyon do, Those get inspected separately. You also want to review the seller's disclosures, the natural hazard disclosure report, the preliminary title report, and HOA documents if any apply. If something serious comes up, we have options. Renegotiate the price, request repairs, ask for credit, or cancel the deal and get your earnest money back. That's what the contingency period is for. Step 8, appraisal. Your lender will order an appraisal. The appraiser independently values the property to make sure the loan amount is supported. If the appraisal comes in at or above the contract price, great. If it comes in low, we have a conversation. Sometimes the seller drops the price. Sometimes the buyer brings extra cash. Sometimes we walk. Again, the contract protects you. Step 9, finalize the loan. Your lender will be in steady contact during this period. Don't make any major financial moves while you're under contract. This means no new credit cards, no new car loans, no big purchases, no job changes if you can avoid it. All of that can derail your loan approval at the last minute. I've seen it happen. It's painful. Don't do it. Step 10, final walkthrough and closing. A day or two before closing, we walk the property one last time. We're confirming the seller moved out, agreed upon repairs were done, and nothing has changed since the last visit. If everything looks good, we close. You sign your loan documents, usually with a mobile notary. Funds get wired, the deed records with the county, and you get the keys. A few Sunland-Tujunga specific notes before I close out. Insurance. Start your homeowner's insurance shopping early in escrow, not at the end. The fire zones in this area mean you may need a California Fair Plan policy plus a difference in conditions wraparound. That takes time to put together. Permits and additions. A lot of homes here have additions, ADUs, or improvements done over the decades. Some are permitted, some aren't. We pulled the permit history during due diligence. Unpermitted work isn't necessarily a deal killer, but you need to go in with eyes open. Fire mitigation. The city has defensible space requirements. A property that has been well maintained from a brush clearance standpoint is worth more and is easier to insure than one that hasn't. Pay attention to that during showings. That's the whole process. Looks like a lot, but with the right team, it moves smoothly. Most of my buyers go from offer to keys in 30 to 45 days. If you're thinking about buying in Sunland-Tujunga, La Crescenta, Shadow Hills, Lakeview Terrace, or anywhere in the Northeast Valley, I'd be honored to help. Again, I'm Armen Mardirousi with R3ES. Visit r3es.com or give the office a call.
Scan the QR code to connect with Armen Mardirousi. Follow and subscribe for exclusive California listings and updates.